Hi, welcome to the Great Margarita Hunt. I'm Jenny and I'm on the hunt for the very best margarita in the whole world. I'm inviting you to come with us and help us find the very best margarita in the whole world. And we're meeting some great people along the way. If you know of a great place to find a margarita, please comment below and tell us where that would be. And also come back. We also like to share recipes with you and tell you about places with great margaritas across the country. So we hope you'll join us. And also go ahead and like and subscribe if you would, please, so we'll know you want us to keep going. So today I am really excited to introduce you to my new friend from Instagram, the Queen of Margaritas. Here we go. From San Antonio, Alli. Welcome, Alli.
Hi.
I'm so glad you joined us today. I'm really excited. I've been following you on Instagram and love watching all the margaritas you've been posting. It looks like you like margaritas.
I love margaritas.
And so what's the best margarita you had recently?
Oh gosh. Well, I made my own margarita last night, so maybe that was my best margarita. Let's see. Recently, let's see. I went to. Shall I name a restaurant that I went to?
Sure.
Recently? That was.
You betcha.
El Mirasol. That was probably my recent margarita. That's one of my top favorites in San Antonio.
Oh, that's good. El Mirasol. We may have to link to that one below. And what kind of margarita did you get?
They're known for their chispa margarita. They're well known for that margarita, and that's probably my top margarita. Their chispa.
Chispa? What's in a chispa?
It's basically just kind of like a skinny margarita, and I couldn't tell you everything that's in it, but it's a delicious margarita. So
it's worth going back for.
Yes, it's very much worth going back for.
That's great. When did you decide to start sharing margaritas on Instagram?
Oh gosh. Well, it's kind of a funny story. I didn't really realize there were so many foodie people and drink lovers on Instagram until one day I was watching the news early in the morning before getting ready for work. And I saw these two women that were from Dallas, and they did just a news story, and they had, traveled and reporting, or posting their pictures on Instagram of all the places they went to, and they were able to quit their jobs and make lots of money doing this. And I was like, man, I could do that, and like I could do that with margaritas, and and so I told my husband, I was like, we go out to eat enough, and we travel, and I could just take pictures of, all the different margaritas that I love, and so I, go to Instagram, and I signed up, and I was like, Queen of Margaritas. I was like, no one's taken that name yet, and then, sure enough, I was like, man, look at all these people that are already doing this. And, I thought nobody had already, I thought I would have been the only one. But nope, sure enough, there was lots of people already doing it. But, so then
Me too.
I was like, well, I'm just going to do it for fun. And, so here I am and still doing it for fun. But, I love taking
Well, it is
of
fun.
all the margaritas. Yeah.
It is fun, and we've only gone to San Antonio once we call them margarita hunts, and so you have a lot more for me to look at when next time we're in San Antonio to take a look. But so today, I know you like spicy margaritas, but today you're going to share just a regular margarita with us.
Yes.
Is that right? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And I am going to try, based on your recommendation, this is the first time we're trying this Don Ramon Platinum Añejo Cristalino that we're going to try today. So I'm looking forward to trying this. This is the first time I've ever had a margarita with this. So I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, good.
And here, let's go ahead and put the recipe up, and you can tell us what we're going to put together.
Okay, so we are going to do 2 ounces of this tequila and 2 ounces of triple sec or your choice of orange liqueur, 2 limes. I prefer just fresh squeezed limes. I let's see, a fourth ounce of agave. I don't really measure it. I just use just a splash of agave. And we will do Tajin and chamoy on the rim of the glass.
That sounds great. And I love that chamoy Tajin rim. Do you usually do that first? When do you rim it?
I mean, I guess there's not really I do it last, but I know some
that
people,
works.
they do it first, but I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but I do it last, but we can do it in whatever order you prefer.
Oh, no, that works for me. That works for me. But let's go ahead and get it started. I'm ready. I know, I have a feeling we're both ready for the margarita.
I think so. Let's get started.
I think so. Okay. So what do you put in first?
Well, I always put in I know some people, they just, I always just put the ice. I put the ice in my shaker first. And,
yep.
So, okay.
I like the idea that people who maybe have never had margaritas at home see it's pretty easy, isn't it? So it's nice to let people see that we just make it.
Yeah, very easy. And I am a spicy margarita girl, but my husband, he went to so I'm doing the 2 ounces of the tequila, the Don Ramon, and I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there. And
there we go.
And then the 2 ounces of triple sec or whatever orange liqueur you prefer.
Okay, so I'm going with triple sec today because I'm going to make it exactly like you do. I do like a Texas. Have you ever tried Paula's orange liqueur?
I have not.
I think they're from Austin, and I recommend it. Yeah, I mean, I like Cointreau and I use some other ones, but I do recommend Paula's. Okay, and what's next?
And then just a splash of the agave.
Okay, a splash.
And then the limes. Again, I don't really measure it. I use about 2 limes, so I already cut my limes, but
I did too, and I usually estimate that a lime is about an ounce. Depends on the size of the lime. So just if I'm guesstimating, a half of a lime's about a half of an ounce. This one is fighting with me though.
I know. Sometimes I feel like the smaller the lime, the more the juice, and sometimes the bigger the lime, the less. I don't know.
Yeah, I sometimes. Yeah, I've tried rolling them. Now we do believe we only use fresh squeezed limes. But I do, when we're making a pitcher in about, I'm not sure, in the next week or so, we're going to do a recipe for a pitcher of margaritas. They're cucumber jalapeno margaritas.
Oh.
So, and we've made them for friends of ours recently, and they were a big hit. So we thought, we'll have to do this on
and I don't know about
YouTube.
You, but I always find it hard. I'm hard with making like a big batch of I'm better with just making one margarita. I get messed up when I'm making a big batch of it. Like I don't know if it's just me, but I get messed up with like the ounces and everything. It throws me off. So I'm really just 1 or 2 margaritas at a time person, because if I make a big batch, it throws me all off. So that's me.
I have the same thing. No, we had to work at it. You ready? We're going to shake. Okay. All right. All right.
Okay, so then what I've discovered with the chamoy, so it doesn't just run down your glass. I've discovered that if you just pour a little bit like on a plate or something.
Yes.
And then kind of just roll your glass or the rim on the chamoy. And then you can, once you do that, then you can Then you can pour your Tajin.
And so for people who are not in Texas, they would need to look in their Mexican food section of their grocery store to find chamoy. In this case, I have Tajin chamoy, but there's other brands. And then, of course, chili salt.
Yes.
But for those of us in Texas, it's very common. You can find it anywhere.
Right.
Like your glass.
Thank you.
Are you going to put any ice in it? No ice in the glass?
Ice is already in my shaker.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Here we go. All right. Looks good.
Okay.
Ready?
Cheers.
Salud. There we go.
Salute.
I was ready for that.
Do you like
I don't know what I do with the lid. I think I like, ooh, I just got the chamoy back. Woohoo, there it is. I like that tang there.
So I like
And you can smell it.
because it's kind of has like a hint of vanilla in it. And
It does.
of course, I mean, I have to add the Tajin because I like the spice, but you don't have to add the Tajin if you just don't want a spicy, hint to it. But the tequila, it's different because, I don't know. It just it's different. And
whichever one you like is the right one. Exactly.
Yeah.
So I figure there's all kinds, tequila's become so popular in the last few years, and there's a big, lots of people trying tequila and lots of tequila groups, and we've enjoyed talking to some people who've taught us a lot about tequila. But I've found if you like it, it's a good margarita if you like it. It's a good tequila if you like it. So everybody has different. It's kind of like for me anything else, wine. I may like something that somebody else doesn't like. Bourbon
Right.
too. I'm an equal opportunity, but I'm on the hunt for the best margarita in the world. So I've had a lot of tequila and a lot of limes, but this is good. I like that chamoy and Tajin on the rim. I like that. That's a good combination, and you can smell it. Like it, when you smell a certain way, your tastes are involved too.
right.
That's good. And so when you said you like spicy margaritas, do you make spicy margaritas at home also?
I do. So last night, the margarita I made last night was the Ghost Tequila, because I know we talked about the Ghost Tequila. I like that one a lot. Which of course that goes great with the Tajin and the chamoy. I'm looking at my bottles right now. The Mirasol, the habanero, that's a favorite of mine.
We like that too.
Which goes great with the Tajin. Let's see. I like the something different. The Don Julio, the Añejo Don Julio. That one's a good one as well. That's just real smooth. I don't, you could put Tajin with that one. It's just for a different taste. And just like this one's just, if you want something, feeling different, to have.
No, I like that. So when you make the spicy margarita with the Ghost Tequila, do you put jalapenos in it also, or just go with the jalapeno, just with the Ghost Tequila?
Just with the Ghost. I just leave it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We with the habanero, the Mirasol habanero, which I really like. It's it's not very spicy really. It just has the flavor of the habanero.
Right.
But I really like it. We made we had Suzanne. What's Suzanne's last name? Sutton. Suzanne Sutton, who's the owner of Mirasol. She came on and we made a Bloody Maria. So it's like a Bloody Mary, but was made with the habanero. Mirasol, I thought it was really good, and I like Bloody Marys.
San Antonio? Are they from?
They are. They're from San Antonio. Of course, their tequila is made in Jalisco, Mexico, right? And they're going for they don't have the organic label on it yet, but they are growing that way, and they have no additives. I mean, we're very big. I don't know. I have probably 4 bottles up here right now. So I really like Mirasol. That's a good choice, and supporting them, you know.
Went to the liquor store, they had like a big display, and they were there, and
yes,
that's when he got the bottle, and because he was doing a taste testing, and he's like, I think this company's from San Antonio, and so
she is. I really like. They're a family business, and I really like how she said, if you drink a good tequila, in this case, of course, Mirasol, you won't get a hangover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say that.
So I mean, I think we should test it out. But yes, I think it's good. So what's another margarita you've had somewhere, maybe in San Antonio or outside of San Antonio, that stands out? One of your favorites?
Let's see, La Fogata. They are. That's another well-known, famous margarita. They're like nationwide, well-known for their margaritas. And their margarita doesn't really have a name. It's just their margarita. They put these beautiful orchid flowers inside their margaritas. They're beautiful.
I think we went there.
Yeah, they're a famous restaurant here in town. Aldaco's restaurant. They have great margaritas. And I usually just get their skinny margarita. But they have all different kinds of margaritas there. They're trying to think of where else that we go. I'm a creature of habit, so I tend to just, that's the thing. Once I find a place that I love, it's hard for me to break away.
Sure, nothing wrong with that.
Place, I just want to keep going to the same place. Lupe Tortilla. I know Houston has.
Sure.
Lupe Tortilla, but they, we'll order margarita and have them put jalapenos in their margarita. And,
that's a good idea. I like that.
They have good margaritas.
What's the name of the place? It's near the Pearl Beer place downtown?
Hotel Emma. They have a bar in their hotel. So when you check into their hotel, it's a beautiful hotel. They give you 2 little tokens. So when you check in, 2 tokens, 2 people checking in, and they give you, you get their margaritas when you check in. And it's really cool when you go into their, the hotel room, they give you a little recipe to make their margarita. And each hotel room has an ice box, from a long time ago, ice box. And has the lime squeezer, 2 lime. It gives you the whole.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, to how to make their margarita that they sell in the bar, and
that's great.
These beautiful little blue glasses. I have it posted on my Instagram page.
Yeah,
and you can buy them, down in their hotel store, and I bought some because they're just these blue etched glasses, and they're so pretty, and just it makes the margarita even more special when you're drinking out. Those are great margaritas. I wish Hotel Emma was closer to where we live, because I would definitely go there more often. But
that's
those are
great
margaritas.
Well, you sold me. So the next time we go to San Antonio, we'll try to stay there, and we'll contact you to come have margaritas with us.
Yes.
We'll have to do that. Now, I also saw you've been to, what's it called, Mariano's in Dallas? Did you go there?
Yes.
Home of the frozen margarita machine?
Yes.
How was that? Did you like that?
Yes, their margaritas are great, and they actually have their machine is in the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. So
that's right.
Several years ago, when we took a trip to D.C. and we took our boys there, the the machine, the margarita machine, is at the Smithsonian Museum in Washington D.C. So it's pretty cool that
that is great.
Margarita machine is, yeah.
So it's a history lesson and a margarita at the same time. So at the Smithsonian supports having the margarita.
Of course.
That's fun.
Of course.
Do you think, I know you travel some, do you think margaritas are more popular in Texas, or do you think it's nationwide?
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely for sure a Texas thing, but we go to Florida every summer, and I will say their margaritas are not as good as, down here in Texas, and they definitely put a lot more sweet and sour in their margaritas. And,
I don't like sweet and sour. I don't like sweet and sour mix.
And when we did go to D.C., their margaritas were more like lime green. And like, what is this? So, I mean, maybe it is a Southern Texas thing. I mean, I don't know, or maybe I'm just a
Tex-Mex. No, I think the gauntlet is thrown. So if someone's watching us and they're not from Texas and they have a good margarita, comment below and tell us where it is. We're open to trying. We are definitely open to trying it. I was going to say, we tried margaritas in Washington State, and we did find a place with a good tequila selection, but we didn't find a great margarita. We tried in Alaska, but we were in Miami in January, and we found a place called SoCal, and we did a video on that one. And it had one of the best margaritas I've ever had, but it wasn't their basic one was very, very good. I would go for that. But the one that was really good is called the Gardener's Margarita. And they didn't give us the recipe, but we tried to replicate it on our own, and it made a really good margarita. And it's made with red bell pepper juice. So you puree a red bell pepper to get the juice out of it and strain it, of course, and serrano peppers. Now, if you like it hotter, you could have put more pieces. I think I only put maybe 3 in it. I think they were from the middle. But anyway, you muddle that in there. Oh my gosh, it was so good. I love that margarita.
Sounds great.
It was very good. But this, I said any margarita with a new friend is a good margarita. So we get to, I said people say, let's go get a Coke, or let's go get a beer, or let's go get a glass of wine, let's go get a margarita. That's how we make friends, right? Or enjoy our time with old friends. So do you have friends that you go have margaritas with in addition to your husband?
Yes. I'm a teacher, and we, when we're off duty, we like to enjoy ourselves and like to have a margarita from time to time. And then, of course, my friends, I have some girlfriends that live around here that, we like to have some margaritas, and mom friends, twin friends, or moms that are also moms of twins like me. And we like to have margaritas. And so, yes.
So I would say
share a margarita on the patio and relax after work.
That's a good reason. I would say being a teacher and being a mom of twins are 2 very good reasons to have margaritas.
Yes.
Yes. I would say, and maybe have 2, especially if you're on the patio at home.
Yes.
Right? So
teenage
you can have
boys is another reason to have margaritas.
2 twin teenage boys is a good reason for a margarita. That's a good one too. Well, this has been so much fun. Thanks so much for meeting with me. I'm glad to have my new friend Alli from San Antonio, and we're going to continue this hunt together. So I'll let you know when I find a good margarita. You let me know when you find a good margarita. I'll be following you on Instagram as the Queen of Margaritas, and that way we can keep up with each other and help us find that I'm on the great margarita hunt. I'm looking for the best margarita in the world, so we can help each other find it.
That sounds great.
It is great. Well, I appreciate it so much. You too. It really was. I'm really appreciative. Maybe we'll do this again in a few months with a spicy margarita.
Sounds perfect.
And the next time we're in San Antonio, we for sure will look you up, and definitely am going to try that hotel. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay. Thank you so much for reaching out to me.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You have a great rest of your day. The hunt continues.